This right here is the Hydrofast Countertop Reverse Osmosis Water Filtration System. And what this is going to allow you to do is take your contaminated tap water and turn it into fresh, clean water in just minutes. So this has been sent to me free of charge for this review, and we're going to be going over all of the different features that this Hydrofast water filtration system offers to you. So starting out, getting it set up is extremely simple. You don't have to put anything together, and the filter is already installed into the filtration system. But before you do get started, you do have to flush out the water multiple times to just flush everything out and basically just get the filtration system activated. So the way you're going to do that is we're going to fill up what's called the raw water tank. And that tank is right here. It just sits right on top of the unit and it holds 4 liters. So you're going to fill that up, and then it's going to immediately begin taking this contaminated water and purifying it. So once it does that, you're going to notice a flashing bar right here. And then once you have 2 solid bars, that is when you're going to hold this water button for 5 seconds and completely flush out the system. So again, you're going to do that 3 times before you are going to be able to drink your water. But it doesn't take long at all, and like I said, you're going to have clean water to drink in no time. So once you have the system activated and have ran it through around 3 times, this is what your touchscreen is going to look like. Now, it's not going to be the same for every person because everyone's water is going to be different. So what this is telling us right now is that the tap water that we have put directly into the raw holding tank is measuring at 357 TDS, or total dissolved solids. So that number right there is accurate, and it is very high, but it's still considered all right to drink, but it's not ideal to drink water with this level of total dissolved solids. But after going through the reverse osmosis filtration system, it has knocked it all the way down to 25 pure total dissolved solids, which is going to be very good for you to drink. So from there, you are going to be able to set your volumes to how much water you want, and it's going to go by milliliters. So we have 100 milliliters, 250, 450, or 600 milliliters, which is going to be around 20 ounces. From there, you are also able to see the temperature of the water. So that's going to be called your ambient temperature, which is 20 degrees Celsius. And then you also have a cold feature, which is going to be 10 degrees Celsius. But we have this cold button right here. If we hold that, it's going to begin kind of a breathing motion, and what that means is that it's going through a chill cycle. So all of the water in the tank is being chilled, and then once it's done, this will be a solid light, and the water should be colder than the ambient temperature. And then we do also have this flush button right here. That's going to be recommended to do every 3 months just to flush out the system, and that is also going to extend the life of your filters. So speaking of the filters, like I said, they have already been installed in the unit, and the way you're going to get to those is to just push forward on the very top, and it's going to be located right here. So to get that out, we're going to twist and lift up, and that's going to be your Hydrofast filter. So it does say that this filter lasts 12 months, but it's going to differ from person to person and what type of water that is going through it and how often it's being used. So the way you're going to know when to switch it out is by this little icon right here. So right now we have 3 bars, meaning that the filtration system is at the top of its lifespan, and then it will give you an indicator when it does need to be changed. So now what we have left to do is to taste the water. And now some people say that there's not a difference between purified water and tap water, but I can honestly tell you that from this tap water, I can tell a clear difference of when it's coming from tap along with when it's purified. So for this tap water over here, as you've seen, it's up close to the 400 TDS, and it smells off. It kind of has a chlorine smell to it, and it also has kind of a chlorine taste. And now that could actually be what is contaminating the tap water, but there's also going to be other stuff in the tap water as well, like heavy metals. There could be sand and things like that. So tasting this after going through the reverse osmosis filtration system, The best way to describe it is it just tastes clean and it is very refreshing. So if you are like me and you used to drink a ton of tap water because you didn't have a filtration system, I would highly encourage you to just pick one up, give it a try, and I bet you will not go back to drinking straight tap water.